Welcome back to Awesome Action Toys. Today I'll be reviewing the Omanga Military Trooper, the Omanga Military Puppet, and the Hong Kong exclusive Red Container Guard Puppet. These two are the same, just slightly different backstory and different colour. And this one, slightly different on the moulds, on the legs and arms. These are more robotic since they are semi-autonomous robots or androids. Okay, so let's look at the box art on the military trooper first of all. So quite a nice piece of artwork there, looking quite menacing with loads of them in the background. Hopefully you can see that. On the puppet, more in an action shot there, as you can see. And then on the Hong Kong exclusive version of the puppet, guarding containers since they are container guards. So in this new style of packaging for the last year or so, excuse me, what we've had is we've had a nice plastic crate inside. Inside the crate is your figure, which comes in a plastic bag like thus, with its weapon and the figure inside too. And then we have foam sponge padding here to protect everything. It's always worth with these taking the foam out from the bottom as well, because sometimes there might be something underneath. So with the AMM exclusive back last year in 2016 July, it had a figure tick list or release tick list of things that have been released already. Now the case is really nice. The cases are stackable, so it's good for dioramas and so forth. If you have the mechs like the Laurel, which I'll be reviewing at a later date, they can hold these very easily, and the figures can hold these too if their joints are stiff enough. So these are very nice, and you can paint these too if you want to customise yours further. And with the Hong Kong exclusive one, it's just a red case instead, like thus. Okay, so what about the actual figures? What's good, what's bad about them? Let's look at the trooper figure first of all. So here he is. He is a lovely looking figure. What's the differences between this and the older releases? Well, firstly, the head is a fair bit bigger than the Sole Commander head that we had, and also on the Arguards and Marines and so forth, which means there's a bigger helmet. Also, if we take the head off, there's a much longer neck section here. Why? Because the head's bigger, it won't turn with this collar here, so the head has to have a longer neck section. I'll leave the hat off for now. There's a new awesome gun. Why is the gun awesome? Well, it's new, number one. Number two, it looks nice. Let's see if you can see that here. And one of the best things about it is it's got this very little notch here that sticks out, and it's at an angle, not straight. Why is that good? Because on the back of the trooper there's a hole which matches up to the notch. Because it's at an angle, when you put it in, you get this really nice effect of the gun being on his back at a very nice angle, which looks really nice. Hopefully you can see that. Let's put it up a little bit. There we go. So it's a really nice touch that's been done there. Okay, so the aesthetics of the trooper, really, really good. The pouches look a little bit like a skirt, but we can forgive that. And you can take these off if you wanted to anyway. Does look quite hardcore, got his armour on, looks more tough than the other figures that were released previously because of his armoured sort of look. The boot stroke shoes look a little bit strange, but they're okay. So aesthetically it's quite pleasing, and the shoulder pads are nice. Okay, now for articulation. Great articulation as you expect from Acid Rain. These are more on a ratchet now than previously. Okay, knees, feet, etc. Hands turn and so forth. Okay, so this is a nice figure. Okay, so what about the bad side or the bad things about this? Well, firstly, the hands are a lot stiffer, the fingers on the rubber, than previous releases. Why is this not good? It's more difficult to put the guns in and put the guns out. In fact, if you look here, I have another gun, and this one looks different to the previous one. What looks different? If I hold it up, or hold them up behind, he says, like thus, you can see, hopefully, that this one is missing this bar here. Why is it missing that? Because the hands are so stiff that when you try and take it out, it actually broke off. Okay, another downside. These ones have skinnier joints than the previous figures inside the arms and forearms. This is a development to help with the soon release of female troopers, which will be thinner than the male troopers. And this means that if the weathering is done and the paint dries around a joint, when you try to bend it, there's a chance the joint will snap. Also, if you take the joints out, the arms out, put them back in, there's a very good chance you'll break the joints. Another downside is the ratchet on the ankles and feet. Why is this a downside? Because it only goes to certain angles. And the problem is it's very hard to stand your trooper up. Okay, so if I do that, if I put the feet on the next angle down, he does that. There's no in between. You have to get an angled leg to get the stand-up position in. You can't have him standing up straight so easily. It's an angled position. Or maybe you want to bend the legs and move the legs forward slightly to get a better position on it. Okay, so, but other than that, this is a really attractive, a really nice looking figure. It's got great upper body articulation. The arms, they swivel, they come up. The shoulder pads look great. These can come off if you take the arms out, but again, you don't want to break the joints. It is a lovely figure, and it's nice to have this as an opposition for the existing figures. And you can hear my cat running around in the background, killing a piece of paper. Okay, so overall, not as good as a Soul Commander, I don't think, because of obviously the posing problems it has. That's the first thing. But the look is really nice, and it's nice to have some opposition, some enemies for your current range of acid rain figures. Okay, and the real nice thing again is the fact that the gun just slots onto the back, and it just looks really, really, really nice. So this is the trooper figure. Okay, what about the puppet and the Hong Kong exclusive version puppet? So I will show you both here at the same time. They're exactly the same, just that the colouring is different. So I'll get some to stand up for you, maybe. Not quite. Okay, so they're both standing up now. So they have the same gun as the trooper, the gun which we saw here. Differences are, if you look on the legs, you've got this whole metal colouring, these pistons sort of showing, a thinner waist showing, and so on. Also the head is different. You've got this very nice robot head with sort of like an antenna on the back, and there's no eyes. There's just like this metal screen thing on front. It looks nice. It's very effective, giving it the robot or this autonomous robot look and feel, which is really nice, and adds a sort of menace to the figure, which is good to give it atmosphere and so forth. Same gun, and it slots on the back as well. Red one, just the red colour is different. Otherwise, the colouring is a bit different too, but it's the same moulds. So this is a very nice figure. Likewise, this is the Hong Kong exclusive container guide. You can only get this in Hong Kong or online from Hong Kong retailers. You may find it in shops overseas other than Hong Kong, but they're not supposed to sell it because it was supposed to be exclusive to Hong Kong. It is a nice figure as well, and both of these suffer the same problem as the trooper in the joints may break, so be careful. And the standing up can be difficult at times as well. Now, if you do get breakages in your joints or with your gun like I did, all you've got to do is email info@oritoy.com. That's info@oritoy.com. With a picture, say what your problem is, give your name and address, and they normally dispatch a replacement part to you very, very fast. They are, in fact, one of the best companies for speed for replacing broken parts of their toys, where it's a fault on the manufacturing side, as in the gun and as in the joints here. Okay, so this is my brief review of the Trooper, the Puppet, and the exclusive Hong Kong Puppet. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, like, and share if you want to, so others can see what the whole acid rain fuss is about, and they can get on the acid rain goodness too. I'm still struggling to pose this one. Never mind. Okay, so keep watching, keep subscribed, and I will be back probably in a few days with another review from the acid rain series. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.